Good morning, Chair and members of the committee. My name is Sara Beth Nolan, and I serve as legal counsel for Alliance Defending Freedom. Women and young girls deserve to have their privacy and dignity safeguarded in spaces where they are most vulnerable. And our right to privacy and safety should not be dependent on another's belief about their gender. Unfortunately, men who assert a female identity are now invading private female spaces, and as a result, many women are experiencing harassment and abuse under these policies. This bill has three main components. It requires that the included facilities designate all multi-occupancy spaces, including changing rooms, restrooms, and sleeping accommodations for either males or females. It requires that those facilities take reasonable steps to ensure that both men and women, respectively, have privacy from the opposite sex while using those multi-occupancy spaces. And then the bill provides a legal remedy for an individual harmed under the bill if the facility gave permission to someone to use a multi-occupancy space of the opposite sex, or if that facility failed to take reasonable steps. This bill is reasonable and workable. It works alongside the ADA to ensure that those accommodations are honored, as well as the accommodations for caregivers. This bill will protect women who are survivors of domestic violence and sex trafficking, who often have nowhere to turn but a women's shelter, like our client, the Hope Center. These shelters are facing immense pressure to compromise the safety of the women they serve to accommodate men. And in the case of the Hope Center, our shelter was approached by a man who requested to be admitted into the women's sleeping space. With cots just an arm's length apart, the center decided they could not put their women in a compromised position by allowing a man to sleep beside them. Rather, the center chose to help him get the care he needed at an alternative facility. And soon after, a complaint was filed threatening the shelter's ability to stay open and serve this community.